Getting our last walk done for this week. We are planning on getting back on the road tomorrow. We have a load going from Florida to Tennessee. So we're gonna pick that up tomorrow morning, getting back on the road. We have been over here in Florida since Thanksgiving, but it's time to get back to work, guys.
There you go, make that noise.
Shut up, man. What you looking at, baby?
I'm looking at the turtles, baby. Come look at them.
Let me see. Hold on. It's a little one swimming. That's the baby. Where's the daddy and the mama? Look at how nice this place is, guys. What you doing? Oh my goodness, you're so cute. So this is what Christmas decorations are looking like in Florida. It's an outdoor Christmas tree by the water.
By the lake. You guys see, we have not had a white Christmas in so long, but we should be in Seattle in a couple weeks. Maybe we'll get a white Christmas over there.
Oh my goodness, look at this sweet guy over here singing Christmas stuff. This is so sweet. All right, we are ready to put this car back in the storage, jump in the semi truck and take off. Time to get back to the road and make some money. Alrighty, so we got to the shipper.
Now we are just looking for the area where we're gonna pick up a container.
That is the load that we're taking today. It's just a big container. This
is the place where we are. It looks pretty messy here. A lot of stuff all over the place.
There is Stan with his hard hat on. All right, so we're getting loaded already. That was really fast. They were waiting for us. All right, so I can't get out of the truck because I don't have safety gear on. But there is Seneca securing the load. He's throwing some straps over this container, and then he's gonna use some chains on the bottom of the container as well. Alrighty, so we are at a truck stop and is checking the load, making sure we are good to continue the ride. What's going on over here?
See how I chained it in the cross at the bottom?
Okay.
Now sometimes you got to go through the bottom because the container is too tall.
You see,
it's like 9 feet.
It's 9 feet tall, guys. This container, 9 feet tall.
Usually I would chain it at the top and put a cross.
Yeah.
But since I can't reach way up there.
Yeah, we need a ladder. Next time we're gonna get us a little ladder, foldable ladder.
Bottom, make sure it cuts right here. It's holding it down.
Okay.
Just do it on both ends. Do it back here to secure the top. You know, put the straps over.
So he has, how many straps do you have?
5 on it.
Okay, so.
Do I need 5? Probably not. But I'm paranoid. So
no, yeah, you can never have too many. Yeah. So you have 5 straps and then how many chains?
4.
Okay, so we have 5 straps and then 4 chains.
This is like, I want to say 35 to 40,000 pounds.
Okay. So, what is 35 to 40?
This whole thing.
Oh, the container is that 38,000.
Okay, 38,000.
Yeah, it's 38,000 pounds. The load is 38,000 pounds. So yeah, he's just inspecting all of the securement, making sure it's good.
Cut right there,
there was another gentleman. You want to tell them about the other flatbedder?
The other flatbedder only used 2 chains, and he had 1 in the back, and he had 1 in the front, and he had 3 straps. Now, would that work? Yeah, but that's way less insurance for a container that's over 35,000 pounds. 35, 40,000 pounds, you want more insurance, you know, on your load. So I didn't take any chances. So I used four chains, two in the back, 2 in the front, and 5 straps going all the way around. That's more than enough, because the thumb rule is you can never over secure your load.
Yeah.
However, you can't under secure it.
That is true.
And DOT will catch you. If not,
yeah,
you fall off too. So.
Absolutely. And so the other flatbedder, he when he was securing his load, he came and asked Seneca. Yeah, he came and checked Seneca's, and he came and asked him, like, hey man, like, how many chains are you using, and how many straps, and you know, all of that. So Seneca told him, he's like, no, I'm using 4 chains and 5 straps. And he was like, well, I only got 2 chains. And he's like, yeah, you might want to throw a couple more there, just, you know, just for safety. And but he didn't do it. He just, like, he was like, okay, but he took off like that. You know, I was like, oh, whoa. I mean, like Seneca said, you know, it's not that it wasn't, maybe it was secure enough, but, you know, just for extra protection to yourself, I guess, and to your business and safety and all of those things, you know, you will want to have more than that. Okay, let me show you guys from far away what this looks like. Oh, the sun is kind of glary. So it's just a HQ20 container. It's pretty tall. It's 38,000 pounds. And like I said, this is the first time that we have been able to get out of Florida with the load. And the load actually pays good money. Like, we have never got a load out of Florida, like never ever.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, guys, we should be in Tennessee tomorrow. I'm gonna start looking for a load from there later today and see what we can get. Hopefully we can get a good one and then keep on rolling. It's hot. It's hot in Florida. I know you guys got snow in a lot of other states, but it is hot over here. It's like 80 degrees out here. It's like 80 degrees out here today. Pretty hot. Hot and sunny and nice, and yeah, it's a good day.
We went and got some breakfast out of the store, and then we didn't give us napkins because I was too lazy to cook this morning. It's still pretty early, and we really want to get to rolling, so I didn't want to have to pull all my kitchen stuff out and have to cook, and you know, I would try to stay away from the truck stop food, but there is those times, you know, that you just gotta grab something really quick and get to rolling. So that's what we had to do today. So today is Seneca's father birthday. Seneca's father passed away. Was it last year or the year before?
The year before.
Yeah, I think so. It's 2020, right? 2021. Yeah. So Seneca's father passed away 2021. Today would be his birthday. But yeah, guys, we you know, we're getting back on the road after the Thanksgiving break. We took a longer break. We took about 2 weeks out, just because we was, you know, back home with the family hanging out. We didn't want to, you know, get back on the road right away. And again, you know, we go back to saying that it's one of the good things about being an owner operator. You can do, however, you know, just be aware of your finances. So, you know, for us, it was fine. We had a lot of fun in Florida. You know, good times with the family. We did a lot of things, you know, just us by ourselves, and well, it was just fun. You know, being there for a couple of weeks again. You know, you just gotta understand that you're not gonna make the money those days. And we're gonna be out here on the road for about, what, like 2 weeks then?
Roughly about 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks, and then we're gonna be going to Seattle for Christmas. So we are leaving to Seattle on the 21st. So we gotta be back in Florida a couple days before that, so that we can get ready and do some other things we gotta do in Florida. Well, we're just so blessed to have paid off equipment, not have any payments. We don't have a mortgage payment. You know, if you're new watching our channel, we're living in our truck full time, so we don't have no mortgage payment. We don't have no rental payment. So that has given us the freedom to do, you know, a lot of things that we want to do, move however we want to move. You know, take time out to go see the family. it's a blessing, you know, being able to do all of that. Those are the things that you cannot do when you have a regular job, when you're a company driver, you know, when you're working for somebody else. And we did that for many, many years, you know what I'm saying? And it was so hard because we have family in different states. We have kids in different states. So it's really hard to get to see all the family and spend time with them when you work for somebody else. So if you can, if you're getting into trucking and you can purchase all your equipment cash, we highly recommend that you do that, because that's what's going to give you, first of all, you're going to be less stressed out because you don't have all those crazy payments. Second of all, you don't got to run if you don't want to, like on the slow times of the year, like right now, you know, it's kind of slow for flatbedders. We don't stress about nothing because we plan ahead, and we don't have payment on our equipment. We don't have payments on our equipment, so we don't gotta run if we don't want to. We're gonna go park the truck for another 2 weeks, and then we'll be fine. We'll be down in Seattle having fun with the family, enjoying some snow over there. Go back to the cold. So for us, that's the best way to go. I mean, you can, you know, lease your equipment, finance it, whatever suits your personal situation. But remember, less payments, more freedom, more control of your life.
I said buy a cheap truck.
Buy a cheap truck, pay your cash, buy your cash.
Have a good mechanic.
Yeah.
Be all right. Even if it's about cheap, want to put a big payment on it, just hurry up and pay it off.
Okay, see this? This is my favorite house. I'm Mexican, so I like hot sauce and everything. Thank you very much. I'll put some on my biscuits, some on my potatoes. I will put it on everything. But this right here, oh my goodness, Seneca. Yeah, and Seneca loves that stuff. Seneca be like almost drinking the whole bottle. But this is really good. We love this stuff.
No chill.
No chill. I'll be like, babe, you just need a little bit. You don't need a lot. No.
I had to learn to be more moderate.
Why?
When heartburn start getting to me, when I start getting concerned, I'm like, maybe I should slow down.
You said your chest was hurting you, right? Or you thought it was your chest or something? Yeah.
It was my chest. So I learned to be more moderate.
Yeah, now he got a little bit worried. Got me worried. I'm like, wait, what do you mean your chest is hurting? So we think it was just like heartburn from all the hot stuff. So we had to chill with that. Now I just let him get like a little bit of couple drops, and that's it. You don't need a whole bottle. So we're just going to finish our breakfast and get back on the road, and then we'll see you guys soon. What they said? That's what they said. All right, guys. So this is why it's so important to check your load every so often. You guys see this right here? You see how that door like swing open on us? When they loaded it into the trailer, that door was not secure. And obviously, you know, we didn't check to make sure it was locked or secure, because that's, you know, you think
it's supposed to be screwed in.
It's supposed to be screwed in, yeah, and it's not. And so as we stopped to check the load, and then we noticed that the door has it swing open. Good thing that there was nothing in there that can come out and slide away on the road. But this is why it's so important to, you know, to check your load every time you stop. It's something that we're like so like paranoid about it, and we do it every single time. We stop, you know, every so often, and we check. Like, we don't drive a lot without stopping and checking everything just to make sure. But yeah, can you imagine if there was things in there and you know, the door swings open? Yeah, it would have not been nice. at all. So we're just gonna, you know, try to find a way to secure it properly before we take off. Is it good now?
I screwed it.
So it was just not tight enough?
They didn't screw it in.
They didn't screw it in.
When I was on the highway, it just flew open.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was just switches and whatever.
Yeah.
Like switches and
luckily, there wasn't anything in it.
Instruments.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, it seems like it's good now. He tightened it up some and it should be fine now, hopefully. But now we know that we gotta stop and check, you know, check that door every time we stop just to make sure that it's not swinging open again.
You would think it would have something like this.
Yeah, something like that to tighten it up or secure it. Yeah, like that's what it should have, something like that, but it didn't, so.
Rock solid.
Good.
It's in God's hands now.
Better not be in God's hands, it better be in your hands.
GPS say go over there. This spot got me at least 5 times in my career.
Driving through here. And guys, he always says that on this spot. He always says it's in God's hand. Now I'm like, it better not be. You better hold on to that wheel.
The sign said one thing, my GPS is saying another. So, I'm like, all right.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Don't even. Oh my goodness. Man, this traffic over here is so crazy, guys. We are in, we're almost in Alana, right?
Yeah, we're by the airport.
By the airport. Every time we have driving through here, it's like
I don't care what time of the day it is.
Right?
If you gotta go through Atlanta, you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel it. You're gonna be sitting here for a minute.
It's some spot. It might not be the same spot every time, but somewhere you're gonna get caught in some traffic.
Yeah. The traffic here, and then that time when we got stuck getting out of California. Oh my God.
California, the worst.
That right there, Lord Jesus. I had no more patience left in me after that.
I think this is like third. I would say from my experiences, I would say this is like, no, California the worst.
Yeah, California the worst.
I would say Chicago is next.
Yeah.
Seattle could get pretty bad.
Yeah. Yes, it do. In California, we got stuck for about 5 flipping hours. I don't know. I think it was like 5 or 6 hours stuck in the traffic. That right there was like the worst nightmare ever. It was like we got on the road at like 1 o'clock, and then literally it was like dark and nighttime by the time we actually got out of the traffic. It was just insane. I was like, oh my God, never again do I want to come on this side of the States. And then the people drive so crazy here in Atlanta. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
These drivers are just...
As soon as you hit that Atlanta land area.
Yeah.
Be in any of the 4 levels.
But yeah, guys, so we're just on our way to the receiver with the load that we picked up in Florida. We're taking it to Tennessee.
Memphis.
To Memphis, Tennessee.
So we should be there tomorrow.
Like I mentioned before in this video, it's the first time that we have got out of Florida with the load, and it was paying. Surprisingly.
That's odd.
It was like when I seen the load posted on the load board, I showed it to Seneca and I was like, look, they're paying like over $3 a mile, and he was like, oh, they gotta be something, you know.
They gotta be oversized, tarp, chassis or whatever.
Yeah, because it didn't have no description. It was just a step deck, 38,000 pounds, and that was it. And I was like, all right, we'll see. I'll call them. We was like running some errands, and I was like, I'll call them when we get back to the truck. And so when we got back to the truck, I refreshed my the load board. I refreshed it to see if it was still there, and they had increased the price, the offer rate by $200 more than what they had it posted for, because I guess nobody was taking it.
No, what it was they had 10 of them, and I guess they got off like maybe 8 or 9 of them. And this was like the last one.
Yeah.
That was headed, to Memphis.
Yeah.
So, and it was taking a long time for them to get this last one off.
Yeah, to get all probably
10.
like all 10, yeah.
So they increased the price.
Yeah.
And I just knew right off the bat you got to be taught.
I
Yeah.
ain't trying to mess with the tar. We got 3 of them, but I ain't trying to use them.
We try not to use them unless it's like completely necessary to get us out of a certain area.
Yeah.
That's the only time we'll do it.
That's like fail safe.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why the load was still posted. It was not that nobody wanted to take it. It was that they had 10 loads of the same load, basically.
Yeah.
It's like containers. So they had like 10 different containers from the same location. So when I called the broker, he was like, "Oh yeah, this is actually the." He was like, "First, let me check and see to make sure that I still have one of those left, because I had 10 of them, and I've been trying to get them out." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what it was." But it was pretty shocking because, like I said, we had always they head from Orlando all the way to Savannah. Because we're not taking anything just for gas money. Like, that's not gonna happen. So we head instead, and so this time was shocking. We were like, what? All right, we'll take it. So
What was this, 2,000 or something?
it was like $355 per mile. So not bad at all.
That's how you leave Florida.
Because everybody knows that you cannot get anything good out of Florida. Them loads, oh my goodness.
Just for geography reasons, it's like the way Florida is set up. Collision warning.
Oh Jesus, don't scare me.
The thing go off like that.
Okay.
It's like the sun's reflecting on it, and the shadows.
Oh, okay.
It's like setting it off.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you were saying?
But getting out of Florida, just by geography, the way it's set up, it's one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
As far as like, it's only up and down. There's no, you go further south, not really left or right, unless you in Tallahassee. And right is really in ocean. So, so the brokers, they take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And they drop the rates.
Yeah. They know that everybody's trying to get something out of Florida.
Not going into Florida.
They be paying.
They pay because they know it's hard to get out of Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would see $3, $4 per mile.
Yeah.
To come to Florida, even if it's a short distance.
Yeah.
Like Alabama to Florida, they be like 380.
Yeah, like getting out,
and
man.
the load would sit there.
Yeah.
Because nobody is trying to go to Florida.
Uh-huh.
Usually those loads are going to like Lauderdale, Miami. And it's tough to get out of them places.
Yeah, if you're going all the way up there, you're going to struggle to get out with something that makes sense. You're going to make money going over there, but you're going to lose it on your way out. Like, you're not going to really make much.
If you're trying to vacate or whatever in Florida, you just need a load to go to Florida. That's really what it's really for. If your home is in Florida.
Yeah. Like, we love living in Florida, like we love it there, but when it comes to trucking, it's so challenging, to get anything out of there. So we are actually, just playing with the idea of maybe having something home base set up out of Georgia eventually, since there is more loads from Georgia, and that way we're not going to have to drive all the way back to Florida, whenever we want to, go home, if we ever get a home again over there. So yeah, for the time that we're driving, we're probably going to get something based out of Georgia, just to make it more efficient and easier for us to move around. because you know, having to deadhead, you know, 4 or 5 hours, however miles that is from Orlando to Savannah every time, you know, that can, it's quite a lot of money in fuel. So we shall see in the future. Right now we're just rolling.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you don't want to be getting your first load leaving home, and you got a deadhead 400-500 miles.
Yeah.
Just to get your first load, because now you're negative 300.
Yeah, and that's what we've been. That's why it has been happening to us every time we leave Florida.
You need about 2 loads or 1 good one.
Yeah.
In between your first loads or whatever.
Yeah. It's better to you know, to be based out of an area where there's actually loads that you can easily get to and not have to deadhead so much. And I know a lot of people say, you know, oh, the loads in Georgia don't pay anything, and you know, all of that. Well, for dry van, I'm pretty sure, but for flatbedders get, you know, quite more.
Some of our best money out of Georgia.
We have, and you can go argue with your mama if you want, because I ain't arguing with nobody. But we have some of them, the more high-paying loads that we have got, it has been out of Georgia. It has been out of Georgia. So it's all about, you know, what you do, how you do, and you know, negotiating the rates, obviously. So for us, we feel like if we got something, you know, based out of Georgia, it will be easier, I guess, to get, you know, to move around and get the loads from here. But we are open to, you know, being in whatever state that makes the most sense, you know, financially, to get better loads and give, you know, to have access to more loads, I guess, at the end of the day. All right, so we made it to the receiver. We are waiting to get unloaded. There is Seneca waiting, patiently waiting his turn to get unloaded. There is a lot of trucks everywhere. So you guys see those ones in the front right there? So there's about 10 of us here with the same load. What is this place like? It's not a construction site.
I don't know what this place is.
I can't make out what it is. They have a lot of heavy equipment, oversized equipment, right?
Equipment, yeah.
Yeah. And so from here, we'll see where we go. We're trying to do a couple more runs, maybe around the area before we go back to Florida, because we do gotta be in Florida by the, what, the 20, by the 20, no later than the 20th, since we're getting on the plane on the 21st. So we'll probably see if we can do a couple more runs from the area. Okay, so they are finally pulling us to the unloading area of this place. So this is the very first time that it has taken so long for us to get unloaded. We have been sitting here for what, about 2 hours then?
2.5.
2.5 hours, and that does never happen with usually with a flatbed step. It has never happened to us. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but it has never happened to us. This is the very first time. This place looks like. Seneca over there ready with his orange vest that matches his hat. Are you ready?
I'm going to get busy in a few minutes.
I know.
Unloading these chains.
Yeah. Removing all of that. Yeah. Look at those guys there riding on that thing. I want to go there with them. Just riding around. What are they? What do they do with them?
I think they're generators.
Generators?
I think they're generators that's inside of containers for work sites.
Oh.
So somebody like doing construction.
Yeah.
They need power, obviously.
So they're probably gonna have to sit here for another minute. I know, I already emailed the broker and I'm like, all right, we're still waiting. If we keep waiting any longer, you're gonna have to pay detention pay. Because we're not playing. You're not playing with my money.
He didn't send no messages back after that.
No, of course not.
It's crickets. He woke us up this morning saying, where are you?
At like what, 7 in the morning?
7 in the morning.
Yeah.
We was not scheduled to be here till 8. Roughly, you know, ETA was 8.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're talking about how long we've been waiting, Now it's crooked. He don't want to respond back, but he want to wake us up.
I know, like 7 in the morning, he's like, just checking, is everything good? What's your ETA? I'm like, I told you, I already told you last night. Yeah, we're right next to it.
We'll be there.
Everything good, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then,
Thanks for that detention pay.
the minute you ask,
Hour number 3.
yeah, man. And the minute you ask them for anything, it's like, now he doesn't want to reply. Maybe pick up the phone and call you, buddy.
10 more minutes, it'll be 3 hours.
I know. Yeah, so no, we are gonna, cross that line. All right, the truck ahead of us is getting ready to get unloaded. All right, so they got the crane hooked to our truck now, or hooked to the container on our truck, getting ready to start unloading here soon. It's been quite of a morning waiting for this whole process to be done. Kind of cold over here, and Seneca's over there in the truck. I was able to get out and just come far away from the truck and all of the unloading area. They said it was okay for me to get out if I just wanted to walk away from when, so that I'm not on their way, I guess, or safety reasons, basically. All right, they are lifting it up now. About time. So let's see how long this is gonna take. Like I previously said, this is the first time that we have had to wait this long to get unloaded. I requested detention paid and it got approved, so we're gonna be getting some extra money. It's never a lot of money, but it should be some. Better than nothing. But yeah, so there you go. Seneca pulling the truck out from the container now. And that's how it's looking like. Yay, we're done. So now they're just they're taking that container inside that building right there. So yeah, we are all done with this load. Now Seneca just has to put his chains and things away, and then we should be done. Get back on the road and see what load we're gonna take from here. All right, guys, this is gonna be it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all of the love and support that we constantly get from you guys on the comments. We love all of you guys, and we appreciate you guys' comments and advice and support. And we'll see you on the next one.